to look at the camera?
No,
Okay, got you.
Thank you.
Slate one, take one.
My name is Nicholas Daley, and this is Return to Sligo. Return to Sligo is community, craftsmanship, and culture, which is part of my brand's DNA, and I think those elements are really part of my sort of design ecosystem, which I call like the 3Cs. And it's something which has kind of been developed in my head within the last like year or two, and try to really sum up what the Nicholas Daley brand or world is. And I feel those three elements are something which I try to distill in every show and every exhibition, and every film is really exploring like the community, craftsmanship and culture. So Return to Sligo is a homage to my parents, who ran one of the earliest reggae clubs together in the 70s. So my mum being from Dundee and was studying in Edinburgh at the time, and my dad was in the Royal Marines as a commando, and he was stationed there. He met my mother in Dundee, and then obviously they fell in love, and then my dad came out of the military, and then they lived in Edinburgh together, and then they started the reggae club. They were doing it for the love of music and bringing people together, and to offer that type of sound system culture with supporting British roots reggae music. My dad was called I-Man Sligo, and Sligo is an abbreviation of Sligoville, which is in Jamaica. It's kind of one of the earliest sort of villages which had independence. And then at the same time, Sligo is in Ireland. My mother's family are from Ireland. Sligo and Sligoville and Sligo. Just connecting these two places geographically and culturally. That shirt is what my dad would have worn when he was playing his records. And the scarf is actually the original scarf, which was knitted. Also connects to the whole other part of the exhibition with looking at the influence of knitwear and knitting and craft through the rugs, as well as the crochet tams and the other elements. The Reggae Club t-shirt was produced and made by my dad in their small flat in Edinburgh, and they only made a limited amount of t-shirts together just so people knew who ran the club. So my auntie, my mum, my dad, in terms of like, you know, the symbolism with these types of garments are obviously really important to telling the story, and how fashion is a way of communicating your beliefs and ideals. Music plays a really important part of the exhibition, and featured we have Jacob Miller, Tenement Yard, which is one of the favourite records which my parents played in the club, and obviously turned into a very iconic track and album for the roots reggae scene. And then Culture, 2/7's Clash, which is a very rootsy, anti-establishment. The hand-knitted rugs are created by the Knitted Circle back in the Midlands, and the knitting elements are really strong within the exhibition, and it explores lots of different angles of it, whether it's through the Reggae Club scarf or the knitted rugs, or you know, how we use it today within the collection, and family photos of people within my family who were big knitters and crocheters, and how that was used as a way of, you know, being creative when you don't have a lot. Even through to the Caribbean, to Jamaica, there's a lot of crocheting and tams and knitted tams. The collaborators featured within the Return to Sligo exhibition are all individuals who I respect and admire, and they've been on this journey with me from, you know, all the way back from my St. Martin's collection. It's all about celebrating their work as well as mine, and highlighting all these amazing creatives. And I guess it's like celebrating, you know, British culture and diversity as well. And I felt that like certain voices or certain cultures, or how things have been displayed in the past, haven't really truly represented, you know, my community. So starting my label, I felt there was something there to be said. I feel these exhibitions offer that opportunity for me to explore and to showcase and to celebrate much more than just clothing, but where things have come from, the background of things, the craft, the craftsmanship, and obviously the community. Return to Sligo is this feeling of returning back to British sound system culture, ancestry, my parents, the reggae club, and obviously this connection between the Caribbean and Britain and the Empire, and all of that is sort of intertwined into what the exhibition is exploring.